start actually on the floor. It will be a half hold. All right, just so hold as long as you can. It does, like I will try to do 1 minute, but if you feel like you kind of losing the form, your back is started to hyperextend, you can of course reset and just go back into it again. So I usually do like the way I started, like I inhale, exhale, like suck it in, engage a lot, and then after you do all of this breathing part, okay, you're just gonna lift your feet off the floor and shoulders off the floor, create this hollow space over here. Squeeze your glutes, hold your glutes tight, and we're gonna hold this 1 minute. Keep everything tight. Your belly, basically, if you look at it, should not be rounding out. It should be really tight as you can. My body's shaking already. Okay, we have 20 seconds left. Keep holding, keep breathing, make it hollow. Glutes are working here a lot, actually helping with the hold. Almost there, 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. This is not an easy hold. All right, so next, we're gonna start with 2 legs up in the air. So you're gonna bring 1 leg down, bring it up, and move all your legs to the ceiling. Next, switch, feet to the ceiling. So you actually alternate up and down, and then 2 legs up in the air. You lift your hips off the mat. All right, so you don't wanna go behind your head. Like when you go up in the air, you don't wanna move back. You wanna go as straight up as possible. So when you lift your 2 legs up towards the ceiling, it's just like it's a small movement basically. Just lifting your hips. They alternate. Yeah, 1 at a time. 20 seconds left. 1 down, 2 up. Imagine you want to touch the ceiling with your feet straight up. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good job. Okay, let's get into the plank. So high plank. So basically modification would be on your knees. So you can be on your knees and then you will be, we're gonna be alternating 1 leg at a time, right? So it's just gonna be touch your elbow outside and then bring your knee towards the middle, like between 2 arms, and then touch the opposite elbow with your knee. Okay, so it's just 3 different directions. And once you move your knee, you basically think about creating this crunch in your core, okay? It's not just like your leg moving 3 different ways, okay? Or modification, you can be in a high plank, and it's gonna be the same for a minute, okay? So let's go. So you're gonna have your elbow and your knee on outside, then in the center, and then an opposite knee, opposite elbow, and switch. Outside, center, and opposite knee, opposite elbow. Keep going, alternating. So basically you are in a plank and you are crunching at the same time, using your oblique muscles. Okay, sorry, mix up. Keep going. Keep your hips low. If you are In your high plank, bring your hips down. You don't want to be hinging with your hips. 10 seconds. Okay, last one. Good job. All right, stretch quickly. All right, now we're going to be standing up. So that was our core. Now it's going to be glutes and the core, of course, combination. All right, so first, it's going to be curtsy lunge. So the main thing to watch for, I'm going to have my right leg going behind and across. All right, and I'm going to be looking at this knee and these toes. So you basically should have this knee back. You should not be in front of your toes. You should be able to see your toes, okay? So you really need to push your glutes back, your hips back, okay? And now, keep your body up, upright. Because if you hinge forward and your leg goes forward, you're gonna be using your quad a lot. But we wanna use the glute, all right? The side of the glute will be working, middle, right? So what we're gonna be just squatting down. Imagine there is a chair there. You wanna sit straight into the chair. All right, so kind of push your hips back to redirect all the forces to your glutes, all right? So your glutes are working a lot over here. And try to go as low as you can. So the leg that is up front is working a lot. The leg is that behind is working as little as possible, all right? Because if you use that leg that is behind a lot, you will feel it in that knee, all right? So focus on your front leg. All right, just focus on that movement, don't rush. Go as low as you can. You could be just maybe here. I'm trying to go all the way down to stretch the glute and contract it again. So this front knee should be really be aligned with your toes. All right, make sure you check it. Now, and your chest should be looking forward, all right? Like basically that knee, front knee should be like in the center. Okay, 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's switch. Ooh, I feel it. All right, again, so my left leg going behind and across. And I'm gonna push my hips back toward that back side of the room, right? Now I'm gonna make sure that I see my toes so that my knee is not going forward. And just this front leg works a lot, that glute, right? So keep your chest open. Good. Think about that glute working. Because your front of your leg will be working too, which is okay. You cannot separate this from your glutes. Okay, we have 15 seconds. Check your knees and your toes. 3, 2, 1. Good job. Now you can grab your dumbbell if you're using one. If not, no problem. So we're gonna get into this plyo kind of position. So your feet will be wide apart and toes pointing out, knees wide. So if you use no dumbbell, you're just gonna be flexing to the side and using your core to get back in the position, all right? So if you use dumbbell, you will add your additional resistance. All right, so squat low, as low as you can. Imagine you wanna sit in the chair. All right, the tailbone is pointing down to the floor. Now use your core. You're flexing, the opposite side is stabilizing you. And then again, using your core to bring you up. Okay, so my opposite side is working a lot. Ooh, those legs are working too. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Switch. Shake it off. Okay, you're gonna use, guys, your glutes to keep you in this position. You kind of squat it, okay? So as low as you can. Now again, if it's too hard for you to bring your arm behind your neck, you can hold it on your side. That's fine. Think about your core. Think about your glutes. Holding in this position, inner thigh. Push your hips back. For 10 seconds. 5, 3, 2, last one. 1. Good job. All right, so we're gonna rest. Ooh. So while we're resting, let's use the vacuums. Active rest, okay. So air in, air out, lift your pelvic floor up, glue your belly button to your spine, imaginary, and let's go, 30 seconds. Keep it really tight, as tight as you can. You would look at yourself in the mirror, you want it to have like really flat. Like I always think of when I do this exercise, how strong I want my core be, especially this front of it. Bulletproof. Okay, 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. Okay, quick sip of water. And we're gonna go round number 2. Okay, we'll start with the hollow hold again. Okay guys, if you feel like your quads are tight, of course you can stretch them. Sitting down or laying down or standing up. Okay, let's go on the floor. Again, so you're gonna suck it in, like just with it, the vacuum. So you're gonna start with the vacuum that will engage your core a lot. And then we'll lift our legs over the floor and shoulders off the floor, okay? Let's go. So how high you hold this, it really depends on your level. So the more down you go, the harder it is. All right, so if it's too hard, just lift your legs up. Second round, definitely harder. Breathe. So 30 seconds. Watch your lower back. If you feel like it's really started to arch, reset. Basically, when I do this hollow hold, I always think about lower back to the floor. Keep holding. Have 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good job. If you feel like you want to hug your knees for a couple of seconds to relax your lower back, go for it. All right, next we're gonna start with 2 legs in the air, preferably 90 degrees between your body and your legs. Have your arms to your side. Now you're gonna lower 1 leg down and then push your feet to the ceiling. 2 feet together. Then alternate. 1 leg down, 2 up. Straight up to the ceiling. not behind your head. Check your shoulders, especially when you drive your feet up to the ceiling. Your shoulders would want to round. So make sure you keep your shoulders flat to the floor as much as possible. Ten seconds. Three, two, one. Good job. Let's go back into the plank or on your knees, whatever level you want. So it's gonna be outside of your elbow, between your arms, and to opposite knee, opposite elbow if you are on your knees, or if you are in a plank, press your hips down, outside, middle, opposite knee, opposite elbow, and switch. Just feel your core when you are moving your leg, not just leg moving by itself, not just hip flexors. Okay, 10 seconds, guys. Last one. Good job. Okay, big stretch. Whew. All right. This is my 7th workout this week. I feel I'm a little bit tired, but it's okay. I can do it. All right. So, torsi lunges. Body weight is perfect. All right, so again, I'm gonna start with my left leg, going behind, across, all right? I'm gonna center my chest forward, so basically this knee and center of the chest should be aligned, right? You're gonna push your hips back, so to protect your knee, and we're just gonna go as low as possible. Think glute. Really focus on it. All right, to see if you think about that area that you're working on, you're connecting your mind to it. Keep your chest open, your body upright. Good job. The front leg is working a lot, front glute especially. I mean, that glute that is the front leg. All right, you got me. Okay, we have 15 seconds. Ten, 5, 3, 2, 1. Good. Ooh, I feel that glute already, like really well. All right, cross, behind and cross. Chest looking forward. Push your hips back, okay? Like sit in the chair. Check your knees and your toes. Again, should be aligned. You should be able to see the toes behind that knee. Go as low as you can. At the same time, watch your form. You should not feel it in that back knee in the wrong way. You may feel it in your quad because it's been just working, but should not feel it in the wrong way in your knee. Okay, 3, 2, 1. All right, grab your weight if you're using one. feet wide apart. Now we're frying our legs really well. All right, now go down. Tailbone is going facing down, not towards the wall, straight down. Now flex, use your core. We're kind of integrating core exercise with the rest of the body. Ten seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1. Switch to the other side. Right, squat low. Flex. I guess feel kind of like my hip, like inner thigh actually is working a lot here just to keep me in this position stable in addition to glutes. Ten seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1. Good job. All right, let's do those vacuums again. Heart rate is up. All right, so okay, let's get air in, out, all of it. Lift it up, squeeze. Belly button to the spine. Shoulders down. All right, keep your chest open. If you lost this tension, just reset. Okay, 10 seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1. Good job. All right, I really feel like I need to stretch my quads. All right, so let's stretch the quads and hip flexors for this last round. All right. So all of a sudden, we started to transition a little bit more to the leg exercises. All right, we need to have our legs strong. It's all good. So guys, so very often, like when we would do leg exercises, we would use a lot of quads because, you know, if you don't squat low and back, you will not engage those glutes. And maybe the glutes are sleepy. Well, hopefully they're not sleepy after all of these workouts that we had. But like really, you need to think about engaging your glutes rather than most of the quad, okay? Okay, last round. Let's go for it. That's the one that counts the most. Okay, get down. Now do that vacuum again before you lift everything up. All right, let's go. Lift your legs, lift your arms. Arms basically should be aligned with your ears. Not in front. Align them with your ears. Glue that lower back to your floor. Reset if you need to. Have 15 seconds. 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. All right, hug your knees for a second. Legs up in the air. Now, one at a time. One down, two up to the ceiling. The other one down, two up, alternate. Lift your hips up to drive your feet to the ceiling. Straight up. Guys, when you move that one leg up and down, also don't really use your hip flexor like predominantly. I really like focus on my core muscles. Try to move that leg up and down. So when you go up, you kind of hold it isometrically and then contract your abdominal muscles to bring it up. Okay, 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good job. Let's go into the plank or in your quadruple position, whatever you choose to do. All right, let's go for it. So if you're in a high plank, bring your hips down. So outside your elbow, between your elbows, and the opposite elbow and the opposite knee. Alternate. Don't rush. Focus on each movement. When you go to outside, you feel how your lateral sides are working. Then center of your abs when you're in the middle. Then obliques. When you go across. Okay, last one, let's finish. Finish strong. Good. Stretch. Quickly. Reset. All right, let's go up on your feet. Last one for our glutes. Right. So my right leg will go behind and across. Chest is centered. Pushing my hips back and squatting down. Keep your core tight. Chest is open. Check the toes and your knee, okay? You should see your toes when you squat. Your knee needs to be aligned with the toes. Okay, your front leg, like that glute, that is the front leg working a lot. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good job. Let's switch. All right, my left leg behind and across. Chest is centered forward. Keep going, guys. Squat low. If you started to feel this in your front knee, you need to push your hips back. That's kind of a little clue, because you're overusing your knee. side. We have 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. This, guys, main reason why we have knee pain, because it's instability, weakness in the glutes, instability on your ankle. It's all connected and your knee starts to suffer. All right, let's do this last exercise. All right, legs far apart, toes pointing out, and let's flex. Squat low. Use your core, use your core. Ten seconds. Squat low. 5, 3, 2, 1. Switch. Squat low again. Legs to the side. Keep your chest open. Ten seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1. Oh, good job. All right, let's do that last vacuum. And we are done. We'll stretch. Oh, we deserve the stretch, definitely. All right, guys. Air out, in, air out. And engage. Like, I squeeze it to the point that I feel kind of, after so maybe 30 seconds, everything gets really numb inside because you keep it like really, really tight. Okay, have 15 seconds. Small, tiny breaths. 5, 3, 2, 1. Good job. All right, since we're standing up, let's stretch the flexors and quads, because I'm sure they've been working. Okay, so I'm lunging. I'm starting with my left leg, going behind, and I'm lunging back nicely, and then push your hips forward, push the hips forward just to get this stretch in your hip flexor. And now you're gonna flex your core to that side of that front leg. All right, let's switch. Okay, so my right leg behind. I'm pushing my hips forward, and I'm flexing to my left side. Keep pushing your hips forward. You will notice if you squeeze that glute, the leg that is behind, you will actually get deeper stretch. It just gives you an idea of how hip flexors are tight and our glutes are not working. All right, good. So let's get on the floor. So let's start with the back. All right, so let's just go in this child's pose and walk forward with the fingertips as far as you can. Our lower back was working a lot when we were doing those hollow holds, plank. Okay, now flex to your left side. To the center and flex to your right. Now get to the center, thread your left arm underneath or right arm underneath left, whatever side you choose. Let's stretch our shoulder a little bit. Okay, switch to the other side, thread your arm underneath. Okay, let's get down on the floor. Hug your knees. Okay, great. Figure 4. My right leg on top of my left. And I'm trying to bring this right leg to my chest as close as I can. I'm holding it by my knee and by my foot with my hands. All right, now try to push that knee away from yourself. Okay, to open your hips a little bit. Good. Let's switch. Okay, bring that opposite leg, in my case my left leg, to my chest as close as you can. Now push your left knee away from yourself. Okay, good. Okay, guys, let's stretch the core a little bit more. You're gonna have your straight legs straight down. All right, and then I'm gonna start with my right leg. So I'm gonna bend it in my knee, then rotate the knee internally, kind of towards your left leg, and extend that right arm over the head and try to reach the wall as, like, imagine you wanna reach the wall, okay? So you really elongate this right side, keeping your knee rotated internally and like really press it to the floor. Press the knee to the floor as much as you can. So elongate this right side really, really a lot to get to the deep psoas muscle. All right, let's switch. Okay, my left side, so my left knee is bent and I'm going to rotate it internally. Now I'm elongating my left arm over the head and imagining I want to touch the wall, like really, really make it long, the entire left side. Keep pressing that left knee to the floor. Good job. Right now, let's have our legs straight out and just now 2 arms over your head. Elongate your body. Keep your lower back like natural. Okay, good. So let's stretch our sides because they've been working. All right. Then get yourself nice and straight. Like elongate your body, squeeze your glutes, push your hips forward. Gonna stretch the side over here. So you wanna push yourself out with your hand. If you are on your elbow, if you feel the stretch, that's fine, but you wanna raise your upper body and push away with your hand. If it's too much, you really can walk out a little bit more. But the more close you walk with your hand to your body, to your hips, then the more stretch you will get. All right, let's switch to the other side. Okay, push your hips forward. Good job, guys.